So, the BTMC drama is finally over, as he just addressed everything on stream like 30 minutes ago. And I happen to have edited it down to a digestible 6 minutes. I cut out a whole hour of non-stop yapping. This is like meta as shit because I'm reacting to my editing so that I have to edit the reaction to the already edited clip.
I should have handled this situation with much more care because it's obvious that I missed the mark in terms of factoring in how people feel when I do a reaction score.
Yeah, he kind of forgot that he is a person of influence, therefore his words about any certain topic will exude influence over that. So when he said that, the score wasn't impressive or, it was boring, people of course would jump on his ass. And he acknowledged that.
I feel it does send a really bad message, and it's a message that I don't stand by. Will Stetson was the first person to come up to be like, Ed, you're a fucking idiot. And I think he brought up a really good point. Do you need the validation of others? Of course not.
This is when he was addressing his tweet in response to Ogosu, because I DM him that tweet. Because Ogosu just, it's like, oh, you call speed boring when... because you can't play speed and your tapping is like an inbred tortoise with Down syndrome. I remember. And this is what he tweeted out, right? It basically sums up to he wants to ingrain into he expects other people to not care about what others think when it comes to self-improvement, right? It's kind of like idealistic and selfish. It's an outlook he has for himself, and he expects people to also have that outlook, or he expects them to try to have that outlook, because objectively it's a good outlook, right? But not everyone is him. So therefore this tweet got a lot of hate.
Obviously anyone can say their own opinion, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a fucking dick move. It doesn't change the fact that this fucking clip, or right now, this gotta be like I'm being a fucking asshole.
Correct, because he reviews that he didn't even see the clip, which will be explained later.
I'm sorry for the people who saw this clip, and I'm sorry for the people who saw this clip with the expectation of me celebrating this achievement, which that's what it should be. I built this brand on celebrating the achievements of myself and later on celebrating the achievements of others. And what I did here in this clip, take the narrative away from this celebration and turn it more into a belittlement. And that's wrong. I can still have my opinion, but I don't have to be an asshole about it. And I think that's the most important part. With that being said, I'm not going to take any of my tweets down. I'm not going to take any of my videos down. I think the criticism that the community has against me is valid, and I want there to be documentation of it. I want people to know that I make this mistake, and I'd like to hope that in the months and years moving forward, that I'll earn the respect of the people that I've lost that respect for through my actions moving forward.
This is where he goes into the iceberg of why he's trying to get cancelled. But let's just take a step back, right? Because he apologized. He admits that his outlook is just the way that he expressed his opinion was kind of a dick, right? He was being kind of a dick about his opinion. Like, he is allowed to have an opinion, but it's the way that he expressed it that matters, and that's why he's getting shit for it. And he is taking accountability by addressing the issue and apologizing. He will not take any videos down because he wants there to be a record to hold him accountable, and for the future people, for future reference, to see whether or not he had actually learned from his mistake, which is, a very good move for personal growth. Right, this whole thing is him explaining the iceberg of why he's getting cancelled, right? Because he has opinions. I can't even hear myself. He has opinions, and he wants to be able to say them, because according to Ed, for a very long time in this area, he was heavily censoring himself to create a brand, an image that is safe. And through doing that, he built a channel and the following that he has right now. But in return, he felt fake. He felt like he was restraining himself. He doesn't feel like, oh, this isn't me, I'm just putting on a mask, which is true. Which is why coming into 2025, he wants to get cancelled. By that, he meant that he's going to say his opinions out loud, and if he's wrong, then people will grill him for it. He will get cancelled. He will admit that he's wrong. He must admit that he's wrong, and he will apologize and find the middle ground, so that the next time he says an opinion that's not great, he can either not say it or say it in a way that won't affect the community negatively, which is his entire point that he yapped about for like 30 minutes, right? Is to find the middle ground, to test the waters, to be himself without offending others. Because he was feeling like shit, forcing a persona that is the face of Osu. He felt that it is too much responsibility and that just put on his shoulder. And he's young. He's my age. Fuck, what am I doing with my life? This is when he reveals the true context behind his reaction to the play, where it is explained why he didn't even see it.
All the shit that I said was on assumptions, trying to make a bit with John Porler, coaching him how to react. I should have handled the situation.
There you go. This whole drama of the community dogpiling on Ed was because of a video idea. Whether it's from Ed or from John Porler, it was pretty dumb of him to say that. And we have what just happened. The BTMC drama, which has ended. BTMC got what he wanted. He got cancelled. He admits his wrongs and he vows to change for the better. And JP, he gets a video. How to react to Osu content, coached by the man himself. And a lot of people are wondering, and was it really worth throwing away like years worth of the community's trust just to raise John Porler? I don't know. What do you think? Because according to Ed, it's worth it, because why else would he be doing it? This whole section was like an hour and a half of yapping, and after that he goes back and actually reacts to the play, right? Which you will see on BMC clips. I'm not gonna take that away from him. I mean I could literally just not cut out a replay, but that's just wrong. Thank you for watching, and Ed, thank you for paying me so much money to make this video. I appreciate it.